Hey everybody, James with James Draws Everything, and we're back with another in the Draws Everything series, every flag of every country in the world. And today we're going to go back to South America, and we're going to do Guyana. And Guyana is a small country in the north part of South America, in between Venezuela and Suriname, and Brazil borders it on the south. Small country. Most of the population lives in the northern part. The rest of it's mostly jungles. And they were under British control for most of the 20th century. Achieved independence in the 60s. And don't hear about them too much in the news. But let's get to the flag. All right, so the flag of Guyana is called the Golden Arrowhead. You'll see why in a minute here. There is a triangle, a red triangle, that is on the left side. So I'm just going to start with my red and hit that. Guyana is a standard sized flag. So the red signifies the zeal and sacrifice of the people, and that is pretty much what red means on almost every flag. The blood and the sacrifice, independence of the people. It's kind of metal. Okay, so let's get that done. And Guyana does have a lot of oil offshore in the north, like going into the Caribbean. So it's the only time you ever really hear about them in the news. I know recently Venezuela made a move against them to try to take some of that oil. And you may be asking, Venezuela has more oil reserves, like per capita than almost any other country in the world. Why would they need another country's oil? Well, because Venezuela is communist, and when you put liberal arts majors in control of your oil reserves, you don't have any anymore. That's what happens. All right. Guyana was also not a full-blown communist country. It was socialist though for most of its existence after gaining independence from Great Britain. I know that has changed a little bit in recent years. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit our green now. And there's a little bit of a white space in between the green. So I'm not going to go all the way with that. And for this one, just because I want to work, I got to work clean here, I'm going to just use my ruler. Just because I do have to leave that white space in between. Okay, we're going to do the same on the top. I'm not going to bring it completely to the edge. Okay. And green represents the forest and the foliage of the country. Like I said, Guyana is like almost all jungles. So let's just go ahead and hit that. I'm going to fill that part in. It is a little bit of a lighter green. Guyana's flag does kind of resemble the Pan-African flags, the flags that they all share the same colors as the Ethiopian flag. You see that a lot with the red, the green, the yellow. Guyana does have a large Afro-Caribbean population. So there's our green, and let's get our greens on the top. Yeah, the only thing that I really remember about Guyana, if you were around in the 70s, which I was not, but I heard about it a lot, was Jim Jones. That's where Jonestown was. probably seen documentaries about that. That heaven on earth cult that committed mass suicide by drinking the cyanide laced Kool-Aid. And there's all sorts of again, documentaries, TV shows, whatever, that you can look into to find out more about that. It's strange stuff. All right. And in the middle, there's going to be yellow. Yellow stands for the mineral resources and bright future of the country. And I'm going to leave that white part. It's very hard to tell with the yellow, but it doesn't go all the way up to the green. So just leave that part. And I do have to hit it again with a black, and because black is just gonna completely overpower the yellow, I don't have to worry about being too clean with the yellow where it meets the red, because the black is just gonna go right over that. The golden arrowhead of Guyana. Pretty simple flag. Okay, so there's that. And because the black is part of the flag and not just like a little drawing or something like that, we're actually just going to use our marker instead of a pen for this. Black represents perseverance, and it's just a thin outline between the red and the yellow. Alright, so just going to tighten that up a little bit. And that's pretty much it for Guyana. So I'm just going to do my borders with my pen. And I don't know about the Guyana flag. It's kind of simple. I'm getting some ideas though as I'm drawing this. Alright, so hold on a second. We'll finish Guyana. So that's our second South American country on the map, the palette, whatever you want to call it. But I had an idea of how you could possibly improve the flag. So what was I saying before about Mr. Jones there and his cyanide laced Kool-Aid? So if you took the Guyana flag, and actually I'm just going to do this with my pencil. So you could do something to make it stand out a little bit more. And I'm just going to do my borders. It's quick and dirty here. And I think you know where I'm going with this. Okay. So let's draw the Kool-Aid man busting out of the Guyanese flag. You guys have been saying, James, you're just drawing flags. When are we going to see some other stuff? Well, here you go. And we will also be launching another Draws Everything category that's going to be kind of running along with this one very shortly. It might actually be up by the time you see this video. I'm going to leave a little white spot there for the reflection on Mr. Kool-Aid. Is that his actual name, Mr. Kool-Aid? Like when he gets his mail on a social security card or whatever? I don't know. You tell me. Okay. And let's just use, because we're going to be working with very thick lines when we're doing our cartooning here, so we can use the thick black marker for this. Is there a non-red Kool-Aid man? I know there's, how many different flavors of Kool-Aid are there? Like, probably hundreds by now. I think I've only seen red. Is there like an orange Kool-Aid man, or you tell me. Alright, so let's pop his arm out here and give him a fist. And let's hit the other side. Leave that little part white there. And he's bursting out of the flag, so we're going to get some tatters here. Okay, and the top of Mr. Kool-Aid over here, just a giant pitcher. And then while I'm in here, just notice I missed a little bit of that red. Same with down here, so let's just tighten that up a bit. Okay. And do I have any viewers from Guyana? Highly doubt it. And also another thing, but with Guyana, I guess they have one of the largest expat populations in the world. Almost every Guyanese person does not live in Guyana. They live elsewhere. Any famous people from Guyana? Can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm sure there's probably soccer players or something, and I do not watch soccer, so I cannot speak to that. You can kind of see it's dragging a little bit of that black in, because that's still wet when I'm coloring with the green. But again, this is the quick and dirty version. Just a little bonus content for you here on James Draws Everything. And just fill it in with that yellow. You gotta be careful with that yellow, because I don't want to run over the black with that. Little spot there. Okay, and we got that black line we got to do. Oh yeah, and he's got ice cubes in him too. So let's just draw some ice cubes. Not that ice cube, ice cubes. Natural born killer. Alright. He's ready to party. Ooh yeah. Do they still have those commercials? The Kool-Aid man, where he busts through the wall and says, ooh yeah? I don't know. I don't watch too much TV anymore, so I couldn't tell you. What do you think? Is it an improvement? I don't know. I kind of like it. Leave a comment below. That's Guyana. So again, comment, and don't forget to hit that like and hit that subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.